Alright, hello everyone. Let me just adjust my gains and stuff here. How's it sounding? You can tell that I still don't consider myself a streamer, considering my stream starting soon screen is nothing. But how is everyone? Let me know if the audio needs to be tweaked. Fun fact, the music, this is the first time this has ever happened to me. For some reason, I got, like, not copyright striked, but copyright claimed for the Persona music on the last stream. So now I'm, like, nervous of them finding out I make Persona videos with Persona music. So, fingers crossed. Alright, sounds good. Let's go. Great, great. A-okay. Good find. Awesome. Fucking let's go, gamers. Let me just pop us in here. Let's see. the one Twitch member. That can't be right. There's more. Yeah, there's like 5 of you. Even my stream overlay is fucking blasphemizing the Twitch members. But, to get into brass tacks, today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be finishing up that second half of the ranking Persona characters based on their chances of surviving Danganronpa. We're going to be talking a little bit about each character's chances. Some of the input from chat might affect the scripting of the video because we have officially started writing that. There also is a poll where you guys can vote in who you want to be in the competition if you haven't already. The link to that you can find if you go to the community post, I think most recent or second most recent on the channel. So go ahead and throw your votes in there now. I actually do kind of want to talk about what those results are looking like. I don't mind sharing them because I haven't posted an official update video on that yet, so I know it's going to get like a shit ton more votes. So if I show you guys the current results, it's not going to be final. Oh, dude, hey, Gator. Nice to see you, man. Vids might get sniped chat. Danganronpa. The Twitch is more synced with the YouTube as us freezing. Oh my god, there's already like 43 of you guys in here? Jesus. Where's the bear? You know, I was actually thinking I probably should have like a bear somewhere on the stream overlay, but I am not a streamer. I might start doing weekly streams. Last week's was really fun and did pretty decent for itself. I don't really consider myself much of a live entertainer, but who knows? If this continues to go as well as it has been, maybe I'll actually put some effort into the stream overlays. Welcome on in, Finn. What happened last time I wasn't here? Basically, I thought we were going to do multiple tier lists, but we only got this far. It turns out I'm a bit of a yapper, if you haven't figured that out about me yet. So we still have, like, half the characters to go. So we're going to be getting into all of those today. But before we do that, I have to make good on a promise. We're just going to spend, like, 30 seconds in Lost Girl VT's stream. I promised I was going to put her on blast. So say hi to my stream, Lost. We're all watching.
Wait, no, you're not. Please don't. Are you actually? Don't make me do this, man.
All 50 viewers. Wait, is 50 right? Yeah, 50 is exactly right.
Oh, you fucking are as well, you absolute. What? Put me down. Put me down. Put me down. Put me down. Put me down right now. Put me down right now.
Sorry about that, folks.
I will come and lurk you. I'll haunt you.
Okay, yeah, so for those of you who weren't tuned into the stream last time, basically, we got raided by Lost Girl VT, and there was an incident where I thought her dog on the screen was a dog, but it was actually a kitsune. And if you're an active member in the Discord, you will know that this mistake has been haunting me for the past week. So Lost and I have actually started to become friends. We've been popping in each other's streams, just dicking around. And earlier, one of her streamer friends was like, oh yeah, you're on stream, say hi. So I opted to do the same. But yeah, before we get too much further and actually start the video stream, Jesus Christ, I just want to say thank you, everyone who's here. We're at like almost 60 viewers, which is crazy. I said this last time, but I used to stream on Twitch before I did YouTube, and I would be flabbergasted if I even hit 20 viewers. So the constant support that I've been on these streams is fucking batshit bonkers. And surprisingly, a lot of people have been going and watching the VOD on YouTube. Like, it's not crazy good in views, but I've been getting like comments on it the past couple days, and that astounds me. So if you're watching or listening to the VOD right now, go ahead and tell me, comment. It honestly, it's just a cool feeling. And I am now noticing the chat is freaking out about the Kitsune dog stuff. Okay, but yeah, we are going to jump right into this. So I'm going to ask you guys, I don't remember where we left off last time, but the tiers are as follows. Probably Mastermind. Oh wait, I'll put this back on. Probably Mastermind, which we have not discussed yet. The Ace Detectives, the Floaters, the Troublemakers, Murders and Gets Away With It, Murders and Gets Caught, Victims That Tried, and Victims That Suck, and then the Kanji and Akihiko tiers. So what character do you guys want to start off today's discussion with? We've got a little bit from each cast left over. So go ahead and let me know. Wow, Joe, don't forget us when you're the new Matt Pat. I will never be the new Matt Pat. No one can be the new Matt Pat. I can just maybe sometimes sound a little bit like him enough to get comments about it. It's a bear. Guys, she's a bear confirmed. Obviously, the mastermind is an actual bear. Joe, Wendy. Joe, what did you do to me? Now I have to watch 2 streams at once. No, no, don't do that. Oh, wait, if it's Lost, yes, absolutely. I thought you meant pulling up the VOD. It's my depression. Hey, I made it in this time. Hey, Allie. Don't come knocking on my door, please. I'm streaming right now, and I know you're gonna think it's funny to walk across the house and come scream at my door, but please don't do that. For those of you who don't know, Allie is my sister. Shinjiro, Aigis. We have talked about Aigis already. Aigis would probably kill to defend one of the P3 protagonists, and maybe get away with it. She stands a better chance than the other killers in that tier right now. But we can talk about Shinjiro. I actually kind of know exactly where Shinjiro is going to go. Joe, can we get Subway Surfers? Maybe if we breach like 90 viewers, we'll put some Subway Surfers up on the side. I am going to strangle you. Please don't, dude. You know how scary it is to try to stream? Let's see. Would you do P5X characters? Maybe if they ever let me play the fucking game in English, I would love to play P5X. The game looks great. I was kind of iffy on it at first, as like a lot of people were, but no, I think it looks really cool. I just don't know shit about any of the characters. I think Shinji will end up like Ryoma from V3. Hi, boss. Hi, Jaylee. Hi, Joe. It's Akechi. I hope your stream will go well. I just popped in to say hi before I have to go. Oh, well, thank you so much, Mr. Goro Akechi. I'm glad that you popped in to say hi. I don't know a thing about Danganronpa. I'm here because I feel like it, and I love Joe's videos. Oh, thank you. Bomb Rope Oil. He's probably convinced someone so they get a chance to escape. What do you think about the P3 cross P5X? Someone did a thing. Thank you so much, Cocaine Akihiko! Can someone clip that, please? Whoever made a Cocaine Akihiko account, you are such a fucking legend. Thank you so much. What do I think about Persona 3X, Persona 5X? I actually have a lot of opinions on that, and I'm so glad someone decided to ask me about it. So, P5X than the Persona 3. I think if they started to do like Persona 4 and 3 characters earlier in the Persona 5X run, the public perception of it might be a bit better. Because like they went so high quality on the Makoto Yuki crossover. Like the animations are some of the most fluent that character has ever had. They're really honing in on the like music motif with him, which we don't actually see a lot of that in the other games, so I think it's really cool that P5X is pushing it. And I think if the game was kind of marketed as a kind of like Persona 5 battle simulator, but like kind of mixed with PQ2, that would be like a really good like angle. Because I know a lot of people have gotten a lot more interested based off of just Makoto Yuki. So if they like start doing events with Persona 3 and Persona 4, God forbid, maybe a Persona 1 or 2 in there, I think that would do a lot for public perception on that game. But okay, I'm down to talk more about that, but we should, I should probably reopen Twitch, because I know the Twitch army gets mad at me when I'm not looking at that chat. Oh my god. Oh, Cocaine Okiko, you're in here. Oh my god, hi. Can you put a bear on the list? We will get to a bear, I promise. Had to reschedule date night for this, but hi. No, dude. Bargain, don't do that. Okay, Shinjiro. God, this is something I brought up last stream, but you can really tell I have ADHD because it takes me reading one comment to derail the entire fucking conversation for me. Okay, Shinjiro. I think, without a doubt, Shinjiro is a sacrifice himself for everyone. I don't think he's a killer. I don't think he's a detective. I think, like, off of the mentality and vibes, he's very similar to Makoto. And, like, he kind of floats for a while. He might help out in 1 or 2 cases. But I think, push come to shove, if it's, like, a motive where, like, if someone dies, everyone else gets food or some sort of advantage, I think he would let someone kill him. Like, kind of what, Danganronpa V3 spoilers here, kind of like what Kokichi does in V3, or like Sakura in Danganronpa 1. I think he would work with someone to let them kill him. Maybe Ken, so they can get a chance at surviving. He kind of tried to do this in Island already, so it would kind of fit that whole motif. By the way, thank you. Over 70 viewers now. That's fucking insane. Happy Friday, gamers. Congrats on 12k subs, Joe. Oh, dude, thank you, Jenna. I need to fucking DM you. We haven't talked in a minute. Not another ADHD call out. Yeah, I know. Joe, have you ever played a Fire Emblem game? If not, play Three Houses. I've actually played a lot of Fire Emblem games. I have been scripting a video, I don't know when it's going to come out, titled Which Fire Emblem Awakening Characters Can Work at McDonald's? And I'm very excited about that video. I've played Awakening, all the Fates games, Echoes, Three Houses, and then a handful of the Game Boy games. I'm not a pro Fire Emblem player by any means. I'm pretty fucking bad at them when I'm like trying to do a classic run, but I have invested interest in making Fire Emblem videos. Probably after 1 or 2 more Persona videos. But I'm pretty confident in this Shinjiro placement. This feels right to me. It's Fuka Friday! Dude, okay. Jaylee, that is an excellent point. We're gonna talk about Fuka, cause it's motherfucking Fuka Friday. Hey Joe, what Persona spin-offs have you played? Ah, fuck. Oh god, reading chat and staying on task. Such a terrible combination for my brain. So, okay, I'll answer the spin-off question, then we'll do Fuka Friday. I have played, like 70% of Persona Q2. I've beaten Tactica. I've played maybe 50% of Strikers. And I think that's it. I haven't played any of the dancing games. I'm not a huge rhythm game guy. Not because I don't like them, but I'm bad at them. And I think that's it. No, I've played some arena. Not the campaign mode. I've done a few sparring matches with my friend Will. By the way, welcome into the chat, Meg. We need a cocaine bear. That's an account. Oh god, you guys are such shit posters. I'm imagining that's cocaine bear from this chat. By the way, I am acknowledging you, Twitch chat. I'm doing my best. Okay, I need to stay on topic. Thank you, VixMix, for being here. Hello, I see you. Sorry, I call out the people whose usernames I recommend. But if this is a first-time stream for you, tell me in chat. I'll say hi. Have I played Devil May Cry? No. I want to. It's on my list. It's technically on that beating every video game challenge list. I've just never gotten around to it. But Fuka! Fuka Friday. I'm not looking at chat until I finish talking about Fuka. Okay. Fuka. So Futaba, I think, is a Ace Detective level threat because I think she's gonna be like, oh, I've played Phoenix Wright. I've played Danganronpa. I know what's going on here. And, you know, she's got, obviously, the computer talent. She could probably dig up some information or hack some stuff with that. Fuka is kind of not that. Fuka is good with computers, but she's specifically good with, like, 2008 computers. Like, I'm talking, like, Windows Vista. Futaba is the modern gamer. She's an experienced hacker. She's operating on a different, like, playing field technology as Fuka. And that's not to discredit Fuka. I have different reasons to discredit Fuka. But also, I just don't think she's as much as a gremlin as Futaba. So, she's not an ace detective. I think the discussion here becomes, is Fuka a victim or is she a floater? Because she's not a murderer. We can write that off. She's not in either of the green tiers. Personally, I think she's one of the easiest victims. But I am open to discussion. Let's see. Teddy's shadow would be the mastermind. Thank you, Teddy. Glad to have your expertise on this one. But Dangan is pretty darn old. It's a DS game. Dangan? Danganronpa's not a DS game. That was like a PlayStation PS Vita game, wasn't it? It was like PS Vita or like the PSP and then got ported. It was like around 2013. So it's like a 5-year jump on what Persona 3 was. Probably a victim. Yeah, easy victim. I think Fuka accidentally kills someone by cooking them food. It's a good point. You can see that. Whatever everyone else is saying. You know what? That's what I love about you, Meg. You're just such a trendsetter. You really lead the pack with your claims. She hacks Aegis. Maybe. But what's the motivation there? Danganronpa was PS Vita, not DS. Okay, thank you, Teddy. It feels a lot older. You might be mixing it up with Phoenix Wright. I think was originally a Game Boy Advance game that got ported to DS. Could be wrong about that. So I think we're all in agreement that Fuka dies. And that sucks. However, I think Fuka actually doesn't go on this tier list at all. Because I don't know if you guys noticed this, but Fuka was never properly addressed at the end of Persona Zombies. She wasn't killed on screen. She didn't escape. She was in that Google building. And in that video, I said I was going to blow up the town at the end, but I got kidnapped before I could do it. The dynamite was still on the floor. So that begs the question, what happens to Fuka? And I guess you guys are just going to have to wait until the next installment to figure that out. So Fuka does not go on the tier list at all. She is an open book. She might be stuck there. Who knows? So, checking in with Twitch chat. This is Fooked Up. I hate you, Mr. Joe Bearman Frederick. Thank you, erase me. I love you, Mr. Wait, I'm getting mixed signals from you here. Man, seeing this Twitch versus YouTube numbers side by side is crazy. Yeah, It's because I'm way more active on YouTube. Like, Twitch is just kind of there because I found out I can press the stream on Twitch button. But, okay, we've done 2 Persona 3 characters. Low-key, we're kind of running out of them. We've only got a handful left to go here. So let's go ahead and do a Persona 5 character. Who do you guys want to talk about? We could do Morgana, Ann, Makoto, or Yoshizawa. I have opinions, controversial ones, on all of these characters. By the way, depending on how fast we wrap up here today, I might be doing my live genuine Persona character tier list just based on how much I like them, because I've never actually done one of those fully, like at least, you know, streamed or in a public manner. So I would actually really like to talk about them in a serious setting. Just got a notification here. Thank you, Kasancho? I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Thank you so much for being here, and I appreciate the follow-up. Okay, Yoshizawa, Igor, Maruki, Makoto, Yoshizawa. Ann has twin tails, so she has to have blood on her hands. It's a good point. Share your Makoto opinions now. Okay, let's see. I'm seeing a lot of Yoshizawa, so let's actually talk about her. Kind of an interesting character to talk about, because this is when you really have to start getting into some timeline bullshit. Because Yoshizawa, and I will call her by her last name on the off chance there are people who have not played Persona 5 Royal. There's some stuff going on with that character I don't want to spoil. It's interesting, because talking about Yoshizawa it depends on at what point in the story you're talking about, because she goes through like some pretty massive changes. So I'm gonna say, for the purposes of this video, we'll probably be considering 3rd semester. If we're considering 3rd semester Akechi, I think it's fair to consider 3rd semester Yoshizawa. Yoshizawa, no last name specified. That's low-key one of my favorite bits in the Persona Versus series, and no one talks about it. Not like it's out like the funniest thing I've ever written, but people talk about Maruki fucking the bear more than they talk about Yoshizawa, no first name specified. So I think Yoshizawa is floating between victim and floater. I don't think she killed. Actually, wait. I could see her getting pushed to kill. Based on some of her mental breakdowns in 3rd semester, I think it is on the table for her to maybe kill if given the proper motivation. That's interesting. Well, we need to actually see, is she even on the board right now? Hold on. I'm gonna pull up the poll here. Okay, I'll share this info with you guys. This is the poll for people to vote in who they want to participate in the video. If you guys want to go vote on this yourself, I will be putting a link in the chat right now. Is cocaine involved? Probably not with Yoshizawa. Okay, wait. Why? How do I do this? Okay. Okay, so we've got 700 responses on this so far, which is honestly kind of impressive, because I haven't made a proper video upload talking about this yet. This has just been on the community tab and like Discord. So there's probably going to be around 4,000 votes. So the results that we're going to be talking about are not final. So I don't mind sharing this information with you guys. Everyone votes Scott the Wasp for guest character. Kind of funny. Okay. So far, there were some very early frontrunners. Akechi and Naoto, I said it last stream, they were like 100% gonna be in. Like, they're the detectives. It makes the most sense for people to want them in here. So that makes sense to me. But surprisingly, Katone is kind of like leading the charge for third place. The only other person getting close to her is Yuna Akami. Which, like, I know Katone has her fans, and she's kind of a fun character to follow in my videos, but I wasn't expecting her to, like, do almost 10% better than Makoto Yuki. But, like, I gotta tell you, I'm gonna take a sip of my drink before I get into this rant. Joe, look who's in your Discord VC1. Cocaine Akahiko! Joe, do you own a Freddy plush IRL? Yes, I do. It's not a plush. It's like kind of more of a like a squishmallow kind of thing. Let me see if I can. Do I have a camera set up on this? No, I don't. I'll show it later. But focus. Jesus Christ, my ADHD. So I get a lot of flack for certain characters getting done dirty in my videos, quote unquote. These characters tend to be like Makoto, Ann, Yukari, Junpei sometimes. It kind of sucks because the characters who get the short end of the stick most of the time are girls, and I always get really worried. I'm gonna see like a tweet one day that's like, Joe Frederick hates women. And I don't. I have more favorite characters who are girls in this series than guys. But I can't help but feel like I'm not alone when on every poll I've ever done for this kind of thing, characters like Yukiko and Ann and Yukari are always like bottoming the list of people's favorites. Because like down here, there's the who do you want to give the killing game perk, which is like kind of similar to the community champion and Persona Zombies. There's a very obvious front runner. I don't know how to feel about this. I feel like people are gonna get mad if we keep giving Akechi all these bonuses. But again, down here, you know, Yukari and Mitsuru, like just not even double-digit numbers. Thank you, Freeland, for following. I don't know if you've seen my videos, but I am just doing some dumb shitpost content here. But yeah, like there's a pretty like noticeable gap in popularity with some of these characters that like I'm not alone on. It's Cocaine Akihiko. Yeah, that's fair. Don't, to be honest, that's kind of boring. Yeah, honestly, like I love Akechi, and I think there's an element of humor in me giving Akechi the bonus again, because like you could kind of make that as a joke, like what is the point of this like award if we're just gonna keep giving it to Akechi? But I also know that people are gonna be upset about it. Like it's kind of a 50-50 split. Akechi is a mind virus at this point? Yes, very true. Maybe I have a plot point where Naoto rats him out for it. I've got some ideas. He might get it and give it up to someone, but we'll see. Maybe Akechi gets skipped because he got the buff last time. I've also thought about that. The funny thing is, even if we skip Akechi, Naoto is still the second front runner. So one of the detectives are gonna get this thing. I'm surprised that Koromaru isn't higher up, because he was like second place in the last poll. But anyways, back to Yoshizawa. By the way, I saw 2 of your votes go through. She might make it in. Let me see. Because we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No. She's kind of... There's not a good chance she'll make it in the video, because I'm taking, like, the top 5 from each game. And then, one special character from this list, which, by the way, we need a 16th member, because if we go 5-5-5, there's 1 spot left over. So I open it up to a variety of other Persona users and spin-off characters that I know personally that I can write about. And the war between Hatsune Miku and Adachi is one of the strongest fights I've ever seen on the polls here. They have been going back and forth between who's in the lead, and I am excited to see who pulls ahead when I do a video update. Hey Joe Frederick, is the Persona vs. Danganronpa really the final for the Persona vs. series? Then what happens next afterwards? Thank you, Hinu Ether. That is a really good question. Honestly, I'm not sure. Because Adam and I have, like, internally referred to it as the finale of Season 1. After it, we definitely do want a break. Because I love making the Persona Versus videos. Genuinely, they are some of the most fun I've ever had in creating anything. But the thing is, like, I don't want to get burnt out. I've got this problem where a lot of Persona characters, their jokes kind of fall into a few different tropes. You'll get, like, Morgana tells you to sweep, or Adachi, cabbage, you know? Like, there's a lot of back and forth on, like, the same kind of 10 jokes in the Persona community. And I've done my best to avoid those and come up with my own running gags with characters. But I'm afraid if I just kept making more and more and more Persona versus games videos, I would kind of run into that problem. I feel like I've kind of already started to run into that with certain jokes, and I don't want to keep doing that. I want the Persona versus series to be this, like, fresh and exciting and funny thing with, like, really good continuity between the videos. And I'm just afraid if I keep making more of them, it's gonna, like, ruin the sanctity of the series. That being said, though, I'm not against returning to it. Maybe after a couple months or even a year after Persona Danganronpa, because Persona Danganronpa is gonna be a two-parter. Maybe come back to it? I still want to make that style of video, kind of like I did with the Smash Tax video. Of, like, talking about a bunch of characters in a really stupid analytical sense, but with Persona in particular, I might just take a break from it and come back to it later, but Persona content in general is not going to be stopping. I have a lot of other Persona videos I want to make that just might not be in the quote-unquote bare cinematic universe. Yeah, I don't want to get burnt out, dude. I personally would go with Adachi. A good friend of mine makes me want to go with Miku. Yeah, I'm okay with either. I've got good jokes prepared in the back of my head for both of them, so this is a win-win for me. I did try to open the floor to some other characters like Ryoji, Maruki. I even put in Wonder from Persona 5X, and he is sadly doing better than both the Tactica characters. And that's such a shame, because Persona 5 Tactica is like my second favorite Persona story ever. It's so good. The art style is really good. The gameplay is fun. I want to play it on, like, a harder difficulty one of these days. Hi, it's Frey. Silly, I've been in your server for a while. Hey, Freylian, thank you for joining the chat. Sorry I'm not looking at the Twitch chat that much. I'm trying to get better at that. But yeah, so... Are we still talking about you? We're fucking still talking about Yoshizawa. Jesus Christ. I'm so sorry. I'm such a rambler. Yeah, I'm gonna say she's a floater. Ah, fuck! Okay, thank you, Ronald, for tipping $2 through Super Chat. He said, Fuka is forced to be masterminded by Adachi. Ron, I want to know what your thought process there is. Please explain to me how that conversation goes. Maybe do it with Sonic, another Sega property. I've gotten a lot of suggestions to do Yakuza. I need to actually play the Yakuza games that are not the Like a Dragon duology. But I know that could be really fun. I'm back. I got distracted by Peak. Welcome on in, Funya Reaper Master. Always happy to have you. Just so you guys know, this man made our fan-dub session go for like 30 minutes longer due to his ADHD alone. Come on, that's not true. Maybe like 10 minutes longer. I put a whole paragraph explaining how the character I put connects to Persona in the forum. By the way, sorry, I know my phone is right next to the camera. Let me move that. Okay, Yoshizawa, she's a floater. I could see her maybe killing. She's probably a victim, if I'm going to be honest. But I also could see her kind of just going in any direction. She's a very general character. You can make an argument for any one of these tiers. So Floater is kind of like the safest neutral bet. I can't wait for Joe Frederick Yakuza Brain Rot. It'll be a good time. Joe, you were rated by I was? I was rated? Oh my god, hi! I didn't get the notification! What's up, party people? I'm so sorry. Here's the thing, Lost chat. Glad to see you guys. I was hanging out in there earlier. The thing about me is I don't stream that often. I've only just gotten back into streaming. This is like my second one in years. So I don't have all the funny fixins set up, so I don't get the notifications. But thank you, everyone. I guess this is the part where I do the, like, explaining what my account is, huh? I don't hate you guys. I very much appreciate you. I'm just bad at streaming. I don't know why you guys watch me. So I am primarily a YouTuber. I make a series called the Persona Bear Versus series. I throw funny characters into funny scenarios, such as which Persona characters could survive Five Nights at Freddy's, a deserted island, a wild bear attack, as well as some more general media stuff like which Smash Bros. Characters have canonically paid taxes. I'm only just now noticing that hit 50k views. That's fucking awesome. I know that Lost was streaming Persona in there earlier, so if you guys are fans of Persona, consider checking me out. In the meantime, I'm a god fuck shit terrible Twitch streamer, but I am doing my best. Let's see. I feel like a neglected child in chat. Hold on, you are right now. Thank you, Ricardio lol, for following. No, thank you everyone who joined from the Twitch raid. It makes my day to see people like actually popping in on Twitch, because like I always knew I was gonna do. Thank you to Kare Dragon Fox 21. I always knew I was gonna be semi-decent view-wise on YouTube, because that's where a lot of my following is. But Lost decided to raid my stream last week and has become the bane of my existence since. So anyone who's coming in from her chat, like maybe Mr. Shark Zero who just followed, thank you for following. Thank you so much. I am so glad I'm the bane of your life. For those of you who don't know, I know I brought this up at the beginning of stream, but basically Lost's avatar is a kitsune, and I accidentally called it a dog. And for the past week, everyone has been making fun of me for not knowing what a dog or a kitsune or a pheasant is. Sunny Ducks, thank you for following. But I am doing my goddamn bestest, okay? I'm trying. I stuttered again? What did I stutter on this time? What if I'm watching the stream from both Twitch and from YouTube? That is boosting engagement. So thank you. Keep it up. Oh god, excuse me. Not hard enough, fella. You missed the raid. I don't know why the raid didn't notify me. For some reason, raids are not getting notifications. I'll set that up at some point, I promise. God, I'm actually neglecting YouTube chat for once. Joe the Epic Frederick, thank you. Dime Danelli. Let's see. Do you know what a bear is? I think so. Yeah, I mean, I've never gotten like a clear answer on that, but I know that they're like kind of big dog cat kind of things. Lots of fur, lots of claws. Who isn't watching both streams? I don't know. Thank you, Aetherikuma5, for following Dogger Fox. Oh god, I couldn't tell you. It's okay, Joe. We won't tell them about. Oh my god, I'm not going over my fucking ships from middle school again. Thank you. Was that another cocaine name? Joe, your Twitch status isn't updated. It isn't? What do you mean? What is it not updated? Oh, I guess I haven't updated my Twitch description in a while, huh? Oh god, you guys would never believe I was doing a tier list before this happened. It says tier list. I promise I am making a tier list. I'm such a yapper. I stray the objective so fast. By the way, we are like 1 viewer away from 100 concurrent viewers. What is that? Wasker. Oh, dude, you subbed. We're subscriber buddies now, dude. You didn't have to do that. Thank you. Oh, that means the world to me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for PK Plushies for following as well. I cannot do ads. I completely understand. Boosting engagement, my brethren. I really appreciate it. Joe is actually the ADHD final boss. It's true. I have ADHD. I don't have medication for it right now. So I've been riding that sweet, sweet brain. Hope it's entertaining for some of you. But okay, for those of you who joined the raid, because holy shit, there's like 30 of you in Twitch chat now. This is the closest the Twitch and YouTube war has ever gotten. I'm not even gonna talk about the Phoenix Wright shipping conversation. What I am supposed to be doing right now is the next installment in my little Persona Versus series is which Persona characters can survive Danganronpa, where they will be put up in their own killing game, and I will be fully writing it. There will be some voice acting, lots of goofs, lots of gaffs. And this was just kind of supposed to be like an early discussion. This is not indicative of how the video is actually gonna go. Just kind of some fun conversation. But I've been getting distracted so fucking easily from that. So this turned into a 2-parter stream. W, more cocaine. Let's see. Wait, aren't they half siblings? No, they're not. They're not. That's Apollo and Trucy. Okay, fucking in like 5th grade, 5th or 6th grade. Ah! Okay, thank you, Ronald, for the $2. Fucking shit. Okay. I'm gonna talk about this Phoenix Wright thing. I need to clear the allegations, and then we're gonna move on. In 5th grade, I played Phoenix Wright Dual Destinies. It was the first visual novel I ever played, and I saw Apollo Justice and Athena Sykes on screen, and I was like, oh, they're dating, obviously. The only media I've consumed before is guy and girl date. That's just how shit works. So, in 6th grade, when I discovered, fan fiction, I would read cheesy little, safe for work, mind you, fan fictions of them. And I thought it was charming. And then I got to 8th grade and then realized I don't ship these characters at all. And I brought that up once in the Discord a week or 2 ago, and no one has let me live it down. What do you mean I'm lying? What am I lying about here? It was pure Phil. No, don't say that. It's not true. I was like 10 years old. Crazier things have happened in Greek lore. Absolutely true. But they are not half siblings. Let's get that clear. Fucking Apollo Justice and Trucy are half siblings. Athena Sykes and Apollo Justice, as far as I'm concerned, have no relation. Okay. I'm gonna take a sip of my Red Bull, and then we're gonna talk about Makoto Nijima, okay? We all in agreement there? Okay, but if I have to get dogged on, so does Joe. No, Lost, here's the thing. You're not getting dogged on. You're getting kitsune'd on. I don't know if you know, but there's a difference between those two things. I've actually got a lot of sources for that. Fuck, okay. Thank you, Kemster, for the $5 tip. Bull gets spooked. You got me. You sure as shit got me. Okay. I'm gonna take a sip of water because the Red Bull was not doing enough for my dehydration. Shoot them with the dehydration gun. And then we're talking about Makoto Nijima. Okay. So Makoto Nijima in a Danganronpa scenario, I think is probably going in the protagonist ace detective tier. I know I have been harsh to Makoto plenty of time. I think it's like a 50-50 success rate on if Makoto wins a challenge I put her up against at this point. Actually, no. I think she literally only won the bear video. So, that's like a 20% win rate. I think she wins this one. Yes, she would be scared maybe a little bit in the beginning, but it's not like a supernatural ghost zombie horror thing. So she's got a way better chance. Now, I could see maybe someone killing her because she poses a threat, but that's not really like, I think she is one of those characters that the writers would know is too important to carry out the objectives to kill her. Like, she's kind of in a Byakuya Kirigiri kind of conversation. So I think she's like right up there alongside the protagonist in Naoto. That's the thing, if someone tries to kill her, I think she can defend herself well enough, but she's also not going to kill anyone. She's not that kind of gal. She could die. She could, but I think she defends herself quite well and could be helpful enough that no one would want to kill her. She's Kyoko for real. Yeah, she's probably the second closest thing to Kyoko behind Naoto in this instance. What's going on in Kitsune Town? Shut up, shut the fuck up. Kitsune-don. Yeah, oh, we're still on my Kitsune bit. Glad to see it, guys. Glad we're really appreciating that one. But yeah, I'll be nice to Makoto here. And despite what people think, I don't hate Makoto at all. She's like a B tier character for me. Maybe A, depending on the day. But no, she gets scared. That's like one of her main character traits is she gets scared easily by like spooky stuff. But Danganronpa, I don't think is spooky. It's like scary, but not spooky, scary skeleton, you know? You know, it's not... Yeah, Vix Mix, that's a really good point. If YouTube is Bear Country, Twitch is Kitsune Town. Like, as far as, like, what we should call the chats, that's kind of where I would put the degree of separation. Once again, I can only apologize for the Kitsune jokes, however, glad for the friendship. So am I, Lost. This was a shitstorm of an introduction, but I'm glad it got us to where we are today. Okay, time to talk about a Persona 4 character. Odds aren't looking good for either of these two characters actually making it in the video. Actually, wait, who are the front runners for Persona 4? Yu, Yosuke, Kanji, Naoto, and oh god, Teddy? Is Teddy gonna beat out the other characters? It's a cocaine party, Joe is now following! Let's go! Cocaine has become synonymous with the branding, and I don't know how I feel about that in the long run. Yeah, so Rise and Yukiko, neither of them are probably gonna make it in the video. But let's talk about it. Start with Rise. I think she's a kind of much easier character to talk about. Now, you could make the argument that she's got the pigtails, which means she's got to get some blood on her hands. Kind of that Junko and Ashima mentality, you know? Why would we bring Teddy? I don't know, Allie. I really don't. I'm not voting on the poll. Hymns Day Teddy, maybe? Oh yeah, I like him Daisy. Is that the Persona 4 comic dub guy? I think that sounds right. No, I'm not saying the line. I'm not letting you fuckers clip that. Rise in Danganronpa. I would go as far to say, I think she's murderable. I think she dies. But I don't think she's a victim that sucks. Because here's the thing about Rise. She's not the smartest cookie. She's not the brains of the operation. But she's very good with people. Very great energy. You know, she's got that celebrity training. I think people would recognize her. You know, especially the Persona 5 crew. They see her movie posters all the goddamn time. So she's got a little bit of fame on her side. I think she's a victim that tried. I don't think she dies first, because I think victims that suck are, like, up for discussion that they would die first. Rise, I could see getting 2 or 3 cases in and kind of being, like, a Kaede moral support, but ends up being a victim at some point. But I don't really think she's a murderer, you know? So Sayaka, if she was useful. Yeah, I would say Sayaka if she was sane and normal and stuck around till chapter 3. What if Teddy dies, then comes back mid-trial as a twist? That's a... Teddy, I like the way you're thinking. I mean, she's like Sayaka, she tries to murder first, so like, I think she could stick it out a little. Yeah, very Sayaka, like, comparable here. Are the cats going to actually remember the past? Yes, Funyaripa Master. They are going to retain all information from all the videos I've made of them so far, which will lead to some very interesting heads clunking together based on who ends up in the competition. Rise feels like she would die like a third of the way in. Yeah, that's kind of where I would put her too. Maybe like chapter 2, 3-ish. I could see Rise killing someone if the Persona 4 protagonist gets killed. Yeah, I could see that too. I could see her maybe killing if it's to protect one of her friends. But that's like the only scenario where that happens. Bears, cocaine, crazy Chie. Explain this channel to a normal person. Oh god, there's no good way to put it. I did YouTube for like a year and none of my videos got more than like 1,000 views. And then I made which Persona characters could survive a bear attack. And then the bear brain rot just kind of became the objective we were pushing. If you haven't seen my videos, if I were to recommend you watching one, maybe the Persona Bear video, the first one. I think that's a good entry point. Someone quipped, cocaine is the new brand name. Naoto, and oh god, Teddy? Is Teddy gonna beat out the other characters? It's a cocaine party, Joe is now following! Let's go! Cocaine has become synonymous with the branding, and I don't know how I feel about that in the long run. If someone is in the Twitch chat, make sure you copy paste that clip in the Discord. I wanna archive that one. He gets caught canonically in the main story. He doesn't get away with it. Adachi, yeah. Adachi, I'm pretty firm on my belief that he kills and he doesn't care enough to try to hide it. I don't think he's a mastermind. That's like kind of way too easy of an answer. This channel is such a fever dream. Oh god, it sure is. If you ever just want concentrated Persona brain rot, that's sadly what I'm going for here. But not like brain rot in the regards of like skibbity toilet. Just like me shit posting is a better way to... Joe, explain this to your lawyers. I really can't. I couldn't tell you. Please watch the Cocaine Bear movie. Maybe. It'd be kind of fun. I did see Cocaine Bear trailer like around the time I made the bear video, and I was like, oh man, I wonder if people will comment about that. I can reluctantly confirm it would be a good idea as someone who has seen it. Joe Frederick movie side plot and Cocaine Bear. It's true. They should have had me as like a stunt double or something. Okay. Yukiko. I kind of want to just wipe out the Persona 4 characters here. Yukiko, you might think I'm going to say is a victim that sucks. No, I think she's a murderer. And it's like not even close. I don't know why I've always felt this way about Yukiko. Maybe it's the way that I've like characterized her in my videos, but I feel like she could be pushed to murder. I feel like of all the Persona 4 characters, except for Chie, Yukiko would snap the first in a like horrible mind warping situation like this. I don't know if she's like mastermind material, but by trial 2, she's absolutely snapping. Yukiko, Yuki kills. It's a good line. I gotta remember that one. Yukiko was supposed to be the murderer in P4. Is that true? By the way, thank you. Oh, fuck, I didn't see it in time. Wait, can I catch it on Twitch or YouTube? I'm gonna thank you, whoever it was that followed me. I'm gonna do it. It's an oath, I've sworn. Thank you, I'm a Coco. Thank you for following. Happy to have you here. Let me know where you're coming in from. Are you from... wait. Thank you, Plague Doctor Who, for following. Alright, let me know where you're coming in from, Coco. Yeah, was Yukiko supposed to be the killer in Persona 4? Like, I've never heard that before. She was supposed to, but it was so early in development. Oh, shit. I never knew that. Honestly, I would love Yukiko so much more if they stuck with that. Yeah, it's true. It was considered in development, scrapped due to lack of motive. That's interesting. I feel like that would have made the game way better, in my opinion. Having it be one of your first party members would be such a good twist. Yosuke, I kind of like the idea of less. I like Yosuke being your dude bro friend, but I also understand that would make it a way better twist. Okay, actually, the fact that Yukiko was planned to be a murderer, that does kind of change things. Mastermind I could see now, actually. Because when you think about it, Yukiko could very well be a, by the way, Danganronpa V3 spoilers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yukiko could probably end up being actually, I don't need to say their name. Similar to the person who's the mastermind in V3, based off of vibes and like floating nature alone, you know? So I could see it. I don't necessarily know what the motive would be to kill her own friends, especially in my cinematic universe. But you know what? We don't have anyone in the masterminds here. If she was originally planned to be the killer in Persona 4, I think that earns her the spot. Also, Katone wouldn't murder. Where did this come from? Okay, I explained this. Hold on. Thank you, Fatale. Wait, Fatale? Are you just like, I know that name. Yeah, you must be hopping over from the YouTube chat. The reason why Femsi was considered a murderer, I need to sip my drink. This happens always like an hour into stream. My throat gets shredded. Wait. Thank you, Mr. Cloud, for subscribing. I very, very much appreciate it. Oh, hey. Thank you, Taka Dragon Fox 21. I know I said that wrong. What the fuck is happening? Thank you. Eyeing the toast. Is someone gifting subs? Oh my god! That is what's happening! Thank you, Fatale! You're fucking crazy! Oh my god, that's awesome. Fucking thank you. I don't know if I'll get any of this money from Twitch, because you need to have like a fuck ton. Ah, god! No, we're getting multiple donations across multiple platforms! Oh, thank you so much, Womp of Bremt. That is an excellent username. Holy shit. Thank you so much. And thank you, Fatale, for the gifted subs. I really appreciate it. The thing with Twitch is I think I'm still an affiliate. I was a part of the program years ago. Ah! Yukiko got sick of dying in every single scenario, so she became the mastermind of the whole thing, so she too plot out too important to die. Very good idea, Funyaripa. I'm keeping that in the back of my head. If I use it, I'll credit you. But with Twitch subs, I don't know if I still qualify, but like with Twitch, from what I remember, you have to reach a certain threshold of like views or like donations. There's like a cap you have to reach. You're an affiliate, you can only sub if you're an affiliate. Okay, okay. Like 50 bucks, okay. But that's why I have like don't sub on Twitch, because I didn't know if I was gonna like do Twitch that much, but I honestly might make this a weekly thing, because like The turnout is great. I always have a great time streaming, which is like so much of a better experience with it than I had years ago. Yeah, I enjoy your stuff. Been following the Patreon for a while, but I've never caught a stream. Okay, that's why I thought I knew your name, Fatale. Like, I didn't know if it was from the Discord or YouTube, but Patreon makes sense. I think you were the person who submitted something for zombies, right? You were one of the 2 people there? I'm sorry, I'm really horrible with usernames. I have the Bearman emotes now. I need to update my emotes. Lost. Do you have custom emotes? If you have an artist who does that, let me know. Maybe I should get some new ones made. We might be off topic now, but whatever. Fun fact, you can legally get married by Cocaine Bear thanks to the marriage laws in Kentucky. I'll keep that in mind. Perfectly. Finally some use from you. Joe, do you know Danganronpa alternate ending? Is that the one where they, like, have a bunch of kids? Hold on. Yeah. Okay, sorry about that. Family doesn't know I'm streaming. Oh, dude, these emotes are awesome. You even got, like, animated ones. That's legit. Yeah, just send me the link to the artist at some point. Okay, I'm sorry, fellas. I should walk the fuck in right now. What the fuck were we even talking about? Fucking, oh god, I've lost the plot. I've lost the plot, gamers. Yukiko? No, oh god, what now? Thank you, Flats Panley. Is that like Flat Stanley? Or Flats Painley? Because I was just talking about Flat Stanley last night. Thank you, Earth Development Team, for following. Jesus, guys. I'm getting so many more followers on Twitch than, like, I ever thought I would. Yeah, God. We've got, like, 15 followers from this stream alone? Jesus, guys. Thank you. You might make me actually start streaming regularly if the support keeps up. Okay. Fucking... We are so close to finishing this tier list. The only characters we have left are, like, Junpei, Mitsuru, and then, yeah, we got 4 characters. We can fucking do this, gamers. I swear we can. Okay, who do we want to talk about next? Out of Junpei, Mitsuru, Morgana, and Ann. I've got opinions on all 4 of them, but I'm going to throw this one to you guys to lock in, and I will read chat and rest my voice for the next 20 seconds. What the fuck is this? Sure. Oh, fuck. Thank you, Quaidall Master, for following. There was someone else who followed before that. Thank you so much. No, we don't have to make it a hype train, guys. It's fine. It's fine. Thank you so much for the super chat. Can I join the Discord? Also, Coke Bear. Yes, can someone that's a member of the Discord drop an invite link in YouTube and I will pin it? Here it comes. Read Dangan If, please. What is Dangan If? When do we not hive mind, Meg? Okay. Nanako fights Stewie and Lois, protects Stewie even... What is happening in chat right now? Okay. Now I can travel between Kitsune Town and Bear Country. Wait, you're not gonna rank the butler from Persona 1? What the hell? Okay, I'll do it off vibes alone. Who's the butler? Is it this guy? No, this guy, for sure. Definitely Mastermind, 100%. Always blame it on the butler. Yeah, if someone could drop a invite link to the Discord in the chat, I'll try to pin it. First Joe Bear stream. Hey, welcome on in, Shinju. Happy to have you. Let's see. I think we all know what happens to Junpei. I'm seeing a lot of Junpei, so let's talk about him. So Junpei is interesting. Because in the last video, I introduced that Chidori is around and can resurrect him. But the question then becomes, how does that affect this video? Do I let him even... Is he, like, voted in? Like, is he even on the board right now? I mean, I guess. Yeah, he's almost in. Like, squeaking. It's a close race. Obviously, I don't think he's gonna get resurrected. Here it comes. Jesus. There we go. On, please. She has so much potential in the scenario I am, especially between the parallels that could be drawn between her and someone like Junko, talent-wise or Mikon, backstory-wise. By the way, thank you so much for the $10. I really appreciate it. As some of you guys might know, I'm in a little bit of financial ruin right now, so every little bit helps. That is also why I've got the backer kit for my game, Agents of Fate. That is linked in the description, but I'm not going to plug that because realistically, I don't think we're going to hit our goal. So I'm going to like kind of stop trying, at least promoting it so much. If it happens, it happens. That being said, Junpei, we will do on next out of respect for the pledge. So thank you so much for that. Junpei is interesting because I think he's almost like a Kazuichi Soda in regards of like everyone thinks he loses and should die, but he somehow makes it to the end anyways. I don't think he's the kind of guy to kill. I think I'll have to fact check this, but I'm pretty sure he was anti-killing in the like winter decision in Persona 3. So he might have been for it. I'm not sure. I have to check. Oh my god! What the fuck? That's a lot of money! Okay. I just discovered your content recently, but I just binged through everything. Claps to you and your editor. Good shite. It would be funny if the funny twink TM was guilty of murder, but pinned it on the dog. Oh my god. Thank you so much. That is ridiculous. Like, I know that that's like Canada dollars, so it's like 15, 20 bucks less USD, but anything that's like, I'm gonna be shocked about anything over $5, but that is fucking ridiculous. Thank you so much. Holy shit. Oh god, I'm sorry. I'm a little bit flabbergasted about that. Fuck, dude. Thank you. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Okay. Anyways, it feels wrong to keep talking about Junpei now. I guess Junpei would be a floater. I think he's most comparable to Kazuichi in that regard. But yeah, let's talk about On. Holy shit, I'm sorry, that like really caught me off guard. I don't think I've ever gotten a pledge that much before. Yeah, anyways, fuck. On, again, it's kind of fun to talk about because you have the Junko comparisons to be made. Junko and Mikon with the backstories, design, jobs, all that. I could see her killing, you know? I don't think she's as unhinged as some of the other characters in the murders tier, like Haru or Kotone. But I think with the right motivation, On could do it. I think she's in the top 3 most likely to kill in the Persona 5 cast, excluding Akechi. Because, like, she almost fucking killed Kamoshida. And that was, like, I guess that was a higher stakes situation, but I don't know. It's kind of emotional. I think she could be driven to it. Also, it's kind of fun to make the Junko comparison. Now, here's something funny. Someone earlier, I think it was Funyaripa Master, could be wrong. Someone said that Yukiko becomes the mastermind because she feels neglected from the other videos. I think that point could be made 3 times as hard for On. Because I don't think there's a single character in my videos who has gotten shit on more than Ann Takamaki. She even was catching strays in the Metaphor Refantasio video. So I could see it. I could see her being the secret mastermind in that. And I mean, she's always been like voted last in every poll I've ever done. So I think that's gonna earn her the mastermind tier, up there with Yukiko and the butler from Persona 1. No clue who this guy is, by the way. If the characters in the video know of Danganronpa making everyone suspicious of Ann but being completely innocent would be funny. Cough Ryuji? No, she wouldn't kill Ryuji. I think that's her line. Thank you, Teddy of June S, for following. Happy to have another warrior of the Persona 4 team. Can someone post Discord link? Okay, I'll grab it now. I've been meaning to do it. Let's see, did that work? God damn it. Okay, hold on. Gotta disable streamer mode. Posting an invite to the Discord in both chats right now if you guys want to join. Oh my god, I saw that loaf of bread notification pop up again on this YouTube page. I was like, he did not just budge another fucking 100 Canada dollars. What the fuck? What the fuck? Quip that! Someone quip that! There's never been better timing than that interaction! Jesus Christ! Oh my god! Oh my god, dude, stop! You need that money! Don't give it to the funny ADHD bear guy on YouTube! Oh my god, dude, that's so much. You do not have to do that. Holy smokes. Thank you so much. Oh god. But that's it. That's your line. It's not funny if you do it a third time, please. Oh my god, oh fuck, who just, thank you, whoa, what the fuck? Thank you, Faytail, for the bits. How much is that? I don't know the bit conversion rate. It lost, how much is 10,000 bits in money? Cause I feel like that's a lot, right? How much is that? That is not $126. There is no way that's $126. Are you fucking serious right now? Guys, please, for the love of God. I don't do well with this kind of thing, man. Thank you, Joe Lazy, for following. I don't know what to do, guys. Please stop giving me money. Oh god, you know the funniest thing about this too, I called off of my DoorDash schedule today, and I'm like, oh man, you know what, I'm gonna fucking lose money missing out on a Friday work schedule, but I really want to stream, and I think I've easily made over 4 times my wage just sitting here and shit posting, so thank you for that, but goddamn. They're gonna call you Fat Stacks Fred. No, please don't. Please don't. Oh, Faytail. God. Oh, God. Fucking Jesus Christ. Oh, God, I keep clicking this YouTube tab and seeing Loaf, and now there's, like, precedence. He might just do it again, and I really don't want him to, because it's scaring me. We're supposed to be talking about Persona Danganronpa. What the fuck? Okay. We're gonna move on. We're not gonna have any more intrusions, okay? Thank you, Flats Painley, for the sub. I really appreciate it. We were talking about Ann, right? I put Mitsuru up there? What the fuck am I doing? Okay. Yeah, let's talk about Morgana. I don't know how Morgana fits into this competition. Because we put Koromaru in floater tier, because, like, you know, he's a dog, and he's a good boy. You know, I don't think anyone would want to kill the dog. You can make the argument that in a killing game scenario, killing the dog before a human preserves the most amount of life. But I don't think you make that argument for Morgana. He doesn't have the same good boy energy. Hey there, Joe Frederick. I'm a big fan and wanted to say thank you for the videos. I really love your Persona Versus series and it makes me laugh. Thank you so much, Excalibur Sonic fan. I really don't think I do anything that special, especially not warranting the support I've gotten tonight. But I'm glad that my shitty little shit posts can help some people through some hard times. So thank you so much. Joe, are you alright? Do you need a hug? I think I've been given more than enough hugs tonight, and that's what's fucking me up, dude. Like, you guys are being so nice to me. Usually you guys are making fun of me. They're just giving me money, and I don't know how to react to that. Morgana would be Ryuji's killer. Oh, hey, Joe. It has 100 viewers. Yeah, we've actually been floating around 100 viewers for like 20 minutes or so now. So thank you, everyone who's hanging out or just working. If you've got me on as background noise while you're drawing, playing video games, writing, doing homework, I hear you, I see you. You don't have to type anything in chat. I just appreciate the workers. Okay. You deserve every donation. We love and respect you so much. Thank you for the memes. Thank you, Cocaine Akihiko. That means so much coming from you. Morgana. I want him to die, personally. If I get any kind of bias in this race, I want Morgana to die. To be honest, I don't think there's a scenario where he can kill. He's a cat. If you take his powers away, he's either the real-ass cat or the cartoon-ass cat. Best case scenario. Most he can do is grab a knife, but, like, you could just kick him. You can kick his big-ass fucking head across the room, and he'd fucking die. And the best part is, I don't think anyone would care. Joker might, Ann won't, and that's the sad part. Ann won't give a shit. Because she's the mastermind. This whole killing game was arranged by her to just get rid of this tier 3 subredditor. Can someone clip that too? I kind of want to revisit that one later. Yeah, I think Morgana's a victim that sucks. I think you have the same argument as, like, if you kill Morgana, you're preserving more life than if you kill a human. And I think he would be too annoying. I think there's a chance that he goats, like, Yosuke and Junpei the same way he goats Ryuji. And that could cause either one of them to snap, personally. Here it comes. Here you go, Joseph. This is for letting Junpei live in the last video. Oh, dude, I knew that was gonna pay out at some point. Thank you so much for the $10. I really appreciate it. How can Ann hate Joe when he's a Reddit Gold user? I'm not. Please don't spread that misinformation about me. I use Reddit sometimes, but not Gold. Oh, but thank you for tuning in, Lost. I'm really glad you had a great stream tonight. Thank you so much for the raid, and I will be sure to return the favor next time I'm streaming and end my stream before you do. Thank you. I'm a little flustered if you couldn't tell, but I was really glad to have you here. Even if you are telling people to bully me. That won't happen. Yeah, probably. Time zones fuck us up. I'll make it up to you somehow. I'll shout out your next stream and I'll do an announcement ping. Hope Cat and Despair Bear. Yeah, I just think Morgana dies. Alright, and the final character, I think, we might do some extra Persona users for fun, but the tentative final character is Mitsuru. What do you guys think about her? Because I know where she's going, but I want to know if the consensus is the same while I take a sip of my drink. I don't use Reddit Gold, guys. Please, please don't spread this misinformation about me. I don't have money. I'm supporting you via clips. That is more than enough, Plague Doctor. If you want to join the Discord and drop those in our clips and favorite bits chat, I know people who miss stream would really appreciate it. I'm going to be putting the Discord link one more time and pinning it. Because I know a lot of people have been asking, where's the invite? I'll try to add it to my descriptions from here on out if I stream again. Let's see. Okay. Do not pledge $50 NCD. If you do that, I will cry. Chapter 3 Death. Okay. Mitsuru is just better Byakuya, so you can die Chapter 1. Thank you, Eve Seller, for following. Let me know what it is you sell. I'm very curious. Do you sell Eves? Personally, I think that Mitsuru is kind of in the protagonist detective tier. She's always been the smartest one of the group. You know, kind of the pseudo leader aside from the protagonist. Very well read. Problem solver. It just makes sense to me. Jesus Christ! Stop, Bread! You have to have other financial responsibilities. Thank you, Eve Seller, for the subscribe with Prime. Got those Bezos dollars. Stop! Stop, please! Yeah, and Cryptwalker and summing at the same time! Guys! Thank you so much for the money, but I am not doing anything to warrant this money, so just stop! Guys, what the fuck? If you keep this up, you might make me a regular streamer, and no one is gonna benefit from more of me on the internet. So just quit it while you're ahead, please. Guys, I don't think you realize between the bits, Loaf of Bread, NCD, Funyaripa, and like the 10 or so other people who have like subscribed or pledged, we are at like $500 from me sitting here and talking about Persona vs. Danganronpa for, let's be honest, 30% of the time of this stream that's supposed to be entirely about that. So what the fuck are we doing here giving me that amount of money? Like, come on, guys. You might actually just kill me. Don't sell yourself short, Joe. Oh, guys, man, stop. You guys are so sweet. I don't deserve it. I mean, I might deserve like a little bit of praise, but not this amount of money, okay? And it's even a lot for me to say I deserve that much. 5,000 bits! How much is that? That's like $70, isn't it? Yeah, it's like 60 bucks. Guys, this isn't a war. This doesn't have to get any more violent, okay? YouTube and Twitch, I think at this point, you have both contributed like an equal amount of money, all right? I think YouTube might be ahead by like maybe 50 bucks, but I did not need it to go much further than that, okay? So we can just call it quits here. We've all wasted our money here today. So let's no! Stop! You may not believe this. You are the hero we need, but you are the hero we deserve. We love you platonically. Guys, please, stop. Thank you, Spearheart, as well. Lump, dude, Lump, are you in the Discord? Are you part of our Discord server? Because if you are, and one of the mods is, like, around, same for Fatale, dap these boys up with Hall of Frederick and, like, the pink supporting role, if they don't have it already. Because, Jesus Christ. Okay. God, I've lost the plot so hard on this stream. Thank you, guys. I actually will cry. Because, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm in a really shitty financial position right now. I'm sure some of you have seen my little update video about it before I unlisted it, but it does mean a lot. You are actually, like, saving a part of my life right now. But that being said, I'm still a small creator. I cannot upload consistently enough to warrant this kind of support. So please, God damn it. For fuck's sake, you guys. This is an all-out attack. Sorry if I'm being weird. It's very funny to make you flustered. Not being weird at all. I appreciate the support. I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm not, like, grateful enough or I'm underselling it. I don't know how to respond. I've never gotten this amount of financial support before. Oh, God damn it. I somehow consider you as a big creator despite your size. Well, thank you. Some of the most flattering comments, like, Adam and I ever get are the, like, I can't believe this video is, like, this high quality and you only have, like, this many subs. I was for sure this was, like, a 100K subscriber channel. Like, those always mean the most to us. Shut up, have this $500. Oh, God, Jesus Christ. I was so afraid there was a fucking donation attached to that. Ugh. By the way, I'm getting a lot of, like, we love your content, we love you, dude, comments across both chats. Platonically, not in a, what the fuck is the term? There's a word for, like, pseudo, parasocial, not in a parasocial relationship way, but I platonically love all of you guys, too. So thank you very much. I was already floored that we are at, like, 110 viewers for this entire stream. If I didn't make a single cent off of it, this was still going to be an excellent night. So the fact that we're here means the world to me. I remember seeing Joe when he had less than 10,000 subs, and I verbally blurted out, he's that small? Because Joe's videos are that high quality. I want to give, like, 80% of the quality appreciation to Adam. He's never awake during these streams because he's a British gamer, but he does so much heavy lifting, and his praises should be sung more than my own. Fuck. Okay. Thank you, Voodoo Vin, for following. You've kind of caught in a weird time because I'm just flabbergasted and doing my best to get things back on track. But things keep happening. But I think this is as far as, like, the main party members go. Thank you. That's more bits. That's more fucking bits. Jesus Christ. Guys, you gotta let me talk. 2,000 bits. I do have some other financial things, but truly I've been supporting because I really do like your content, your support, and always high quality, and your voice is ASMR quality to my poor eardrums. That's very, very flattering. Thank you so much. That really means the world to me, and I'm gonna cry. I'm genuinely gonna do it. I'm gonna cry in front of 120 ass people. Jesus Christ. Keep giving him money, don't let him speak. No, I'm gonna speak. We're gonna progress the plot, and we're not gonna give me any more money. Okay? Please. I don't know how else to say thank you. I'm gonna go back onto the stream. Are you fucking kidding me? Someone clip that. Take my money. Eve Seller, thank you. It was very good timing on your part for comedic. Okay. I'm gonna click on the tier list tab again. No one do anything they might regret. This is the list so far. I think this is everyone. You know, I could probably talk about Metis, but I haven't played the answer or episode, I guess, yet. So I don't feel fully informed. God fucking damn it. I don't know why the notification, are they gonna come for, there it is. Loaf has gifted 10 subs. Oh my god. Eyes. You fuckers. You motherfuckers. Can't have shit in Detroit, can we? God fucking... Well, are you like a furry artist, man? Because you are like packing excess here. Have fun and keep yapping. Thank you, Zero! Oh, cool. Hey, thanks for your info. You too. That freaking bear guy who shipped Athena Apollo in 6th grade doesn't know what a kitsune is. Gave me Akihiko Coke. Also, Fat Stacks Fred and Reddit Gold hasn't played Libba's Company. Guys, I'm running out of things to say here. Genuinely. Like, I'm just talking and the notifications are just continuing. Okay. You know what? That's it. That's it for this tier list, okay? We're done. I can't keep doing this one anymore. It's becoming a threat to other people's wallets, and morally, I cannot continue it. So I will be saving it. We'll be posting it in the Discord. No, we're done. We're fucking done, okay? And my phone just died, so now I can't even read chat. Fucking hell, dude. Alright, we gotta do this one the old-fashioned way. Jesus Christ, you mongrels. You rapscallions. Thank you, Toastman 30K for following. I was about to scream because I thought that was more bits. Joe, it sounds like you have to cry. Dude, I'm really fighting it right now. I don't know if you can tell. I'm trying so hard not to cave and bust out the tears. Oh, this is Let's Go Gambling. If we get to 1,000, Joe will watch Lego Games by Scott the Woz on stream. I don't know about all that. I watched that video like 2 days ago. Guys, we might have to call this stream here. I genuinely might be getting too emotional. What the fuck was that? What is that? Someone just subscribed. Thank you so much, Super Coop 007 for the Prime sub. And Faytail, I'm cutting you off. Had an extra 1,000, might as well spend them on end of stream tax. Thank you, Faytail. That's like genuinely like almost $250 I think you've sent at this point. So here's what we're gonna do. Because I don't want to cry in front of 120 people. I'm going to post a link to the Twitch stream. I want as many people as possible to go over there because we're going to raid someone. I don't know who yet. Thank you for becoming an official member, Loaf. I'm surprised it took that long to become a member at this point. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna post the link to the Twitch. I want as many people from YouTube to go over to this, and I want to raid our good friend of the chat. We raided them last week. Meadow Leventis. They've been playing Persona 5 Royal. They were very wonderful to me and viewers last stream. So I want to return the favor to them and pass this goodwill forward. Thank you, whoever just followed. I believe I missed it. But yeah, as many people go over to Twitch, if we could get like a 50-person raid, that would be fucking crazy. Because the Twitch viewer count is slower than YouTube, just go ahead and drop a message in there when you are in there. I obviously will say a little something before we wrap up here. Thank you, Ace, for the follow. Thank you, everyone, for tonight. I was not expecting this to be as lucrative as it ended up being. It means the world to me, because I was also really afraid to stream tonight because I thought it was going to be a fluke. Like, I genuinely really thought that I, like, hit 90 viewers last week, and it was just like, oh, because you haven't streamed in a while, people are going to join, and that's the only reason why. I was expecting 30 to 40 viewers, but we, like, did 20 viewers average better than last week. So, that's really fucking cool. So thank you. And of course, for the donations, the bits, the subs, the memberships, it's all fucking crazy. And I don't even want to say like, oh, I don't deserve this. Or I mean, I do want to say that, but it does help me a ton. Let me know. Obviously, join the Discord. Thank you again for the sub right before we're leaving. Join the Discord. I am going to discuss in there eventually with doing streams weekly. We're not going to be doing this again with the money shit, but maybe we can make this a weekly thing. I've got more things I'd like to stream, and just more talking. I like talking with you guys, so thank you. In the meantime, we just hit the 50 raid viewers, so I'm going to go ahead and start that now. We are going to be raiding Meadow Leventis again. So everyone, even if you're not an active Twitch user, thank you, Zoromi Renumi, and Voodoo for the subs and follows. But just go ahead and say hi to them for me. Maybe drop a follow. It would be cool if we boosted the fuck out of them. So, thank you everyone, and I will see you over there and hopefully on Discord. Oh, this is kind of awkward. I gotta wait a few seconds to start the raid, huh? Don't I? But yeah. Bye, guys!